As an early stage startup founder, you will reach points in your journey when you need growth capital to grow your business. Part of raising the growth capital is negotiating the terms of the capital which you would raise from your VCs. Hi, I'm Yash Sankrityan. I'm a principal at Jungle Ventures. Through my experience over the last 7 years of negotiating and closing more than 20 investments, I would love to share my views on how you can negotiate your term sheet with your VC. The first step in negotiating your term sheet is to prepare for finalizing the round before the term sheet actually comes through. What that entails is 3 steps. 1. Know the market standards. It's always good for you to check in with other founders as well as other VCs who may be friendly to you but may not be involved in your round to check what are the typical market standards of terms which are acceptable and generally the norm in the industry and the stage you're operating in. The stage is important, as is the industry and the market you are in, because the terms would vary from the different stages from time to time. The second is to have 2 or 3 later stage founders who you can rely upon for advice. Why you need to work on this beforehand is because once the term sheet actually comes through, things start to move really fast. You and the investor are keen to finalize on the terms so that they can close the round and you can finally move on to rebuilding your business again. And therefore, it is good to, even before the round is finalized, have a set of couple of advisors who are ideally founders who've been through the journey a year or 2 before you. They would have experienced the same thing. They would have the experience of dealing with multiple investors and also a good sense of what are the 2 or 3 things which can go wrong. And the third point for preparing, do a reference check on your investor or investors who you are most likely to end up working with. This will give you a good sense of what it's like to work with them, what has been the experience of founders and other VCs with them in the past, but also specific to the terms and the term sheet you're likely to expect, how you should look at it in context of the longer working relationship you will have. Once you have done the work to prepare your mind for the terms and the term sheet which would be coming over, let's discuss actually negotiating the term sheet. Point number 1, the term sheet in an early stage deal should be simple. The terms should be simple as well. What you are looking for is an investor with a good reputation who has ideally invested in businesses similar to yours and can be helpful for you in the future, but most importantly is aligned in your success. And simple terms help achieve that. The simple terms will help ensure that the 2 or 3 things which are important to the deal are the ones which really get discussed, as opposed to extremely structured term sheets which have too many things which can misalign incentives down the road. Second, you should discuss the deal construct and the key broad terms before the term sheet actually comes through to you. This does end up happening in most cases because both sides would like to align that they are operating in the same range as opposed to too far apart before they put in the time and effort to get to a term sheet. But in case this has not yet happened, this is something you should always try and do, which is as you are getting close to the point of sharing meaningful amounts of information and the investor is getting close to reaching a decision on their behalf, also have a broad alignment of where the terms are likely to be. This helps you set your expectations right. This helps you and the investor also disengage if things are too far apart. And once you have the term sheet, this helps you move towards smoothing out minor wrinkles and moving to a closure quickly, as opposed to have to start from scratch from aligning on the key terms as well as the details of the term sheet. The third key point is there's really 3 or 4 main commercial items in an early stage term sheet, and those are the ones which you should be focusing on. This would be enabled by your focus on what those key items are, the advisors who we talked about earlier who would have advised you on what are the key things to focus on, and the investor also being aligned to have a simple and easy term sheet which also primarily focuses on the key broad items to align upon. These 4 items are: 1. The valuation or the dilution. 2nd, the decision matters or the veto matters. 3rd, the liquidation preference. And 4th, the process, timelines, exclusivity. Once you know these 4 items are the key ones to focus on, you can focus on the ones which you really want to negotiate or align on. Ideally, if you have done step 2 correctly, where you already have a sense of what the terms which are going to be coming through are, you already have a good sense of the range you will operate in. At that point, primarily the valuation, dilution and the decision thresholds are the key points which ends up getting discussed because they can differ from different companies to companies. The reason for that is the stage of your business, how companies are valued in the sector which you operate in, as well as on the decision threshold side, whether they depend on the board members and the board construct or the shareholding construct of your company, which may vary as well. The other two key points which I mentioned, liquidation preference as well as the deal process and the timelines, typically end up following the market standard. Your advisors would have shared those with you, and if there is too much of a deviation from that, you can absolutely negotiate it, but hopefully there shouldn't be. And if there is, then there's probably a red flag in there for you as well. On the valuation and dilution, as I mentioned earlier, it is something which you ideally already have a sense of beforehand. It is not something to belabor the point too much if the difference is too far apart. The best way to have a good and fair valuation or dilution discussion is to know what is a fair range for both parties, and also to have checked that with multiple investors who may be interested in your round, so that you feel comfortable that you have spoken to a bulk of the market and already engaged with the investors who you would have liked to work with, and are moving forward with whatever is the best offer available at this point of time. On the decision thresholds, what you also want is not an overly controlling investor, but someone who is aligned in the future of the business while still ensuring the highest corporate governance standards for your business, because that is one of the key value you get from an institutional investor with many years of experience in startup investments. And finally, I will close this session by saying you should be aware of the red flags. There is a long list of things which can become red flags, but the key thing I think is having checked with your founder advisors as to which are the points which are important and to be focused on, and ensuring that there's no other small points which could become issues later. If the term sheet is simple, this would not be the case. And if the term sheet is overly complex, or there is too much back and forth negotiation on points, this will give you a sense of what the working relationship with the VC is going to be in the future. It may not be a red flag immediately, but it has a chance to become one in the future, and therefore you should be aware of what these red flags might be. Hopefully this is useful to early stage founders as they negotiate with VCs to have clean, well aligned terms which are all aligned towards the future success of the company. Thank you.